What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Welcome back. We're playing HOI IV as Greater Finland, or Fuckin Finland if you've been following the series. Last episode we were we just actually experienced the Soviets finishing off a casus belli against us, right? And you can see the Germans now have 150 divisions stacked up against the Polish border here, getting ready to invade the USSR. And it's been a little scary, right? Because I have actually shifted over a bunch of these units now to defend up against the Soviet Union. And I did that because, you know, I was scared they're going to invade me. Well, keep in mind, the Germans still have, it's more like 200 divisions over here compared to Soviet 71. So if they were to attack me, we would call in the Germans there pretty quickly to my rescue. And so I think I'm actually going to switch and send these guys back up here to help defend against this line. If we go ahead and unpause it now, we've got it on speed 4, so those guys are going to come back in support. And then I'm going to send another 3 over here to help defend as well, because you've got a large buildup of Allied forces here up against this line here where the mountains are. And I want to have these divisions dig in as much as possible before they try to invade us, right? Which would be, I can't let them break through up here in the north. We just can't do it. As the Germans look to invade, I'm hoping that they could push over here towards Minsk pretty quickly, and then also, you know, towards Leningrad as well. We've got 112k in manpower right now, and so we're working on Submarine 3, which will be finished here in just a couple of days. 6 days left. While Light Tank 1 there is showing at 20 days and Mechanical Computing. So we're getting ready to have a new round of these new technologies that we're going to try to pick. I've got 132 extra fighters as well. The Baltic Sea aviation effort is done. Italy lays claim to Greek territory. Very cool. If I check on the naval superiority here, my fleet continues to hold 90% superiority over here in the Baltic. And I do think it makes sense now to open up... Oh, Submarine 3 is finished. Let's go ahead and pause it. I think it does make sense here to throw in about 50 fighters or so. Once they arrive, I'm going to use them to, you know, cover the Baltic Sea there from an air support standpoint. Someone else had mentioned, you know, why didn't you invade Sweden? That would have been really smart. Well, the reason is they have up to 22 divisions, which would take my entire army and entire force to try to engage them. I don't have the manpower to completely engage the Swedes right now. If Germany were to help me here on this side of things, that would really speed things along for us. But again, you know, that's not going to work out, at least from what I'm seeing. And now you've got these 2 divisions here who, they're in trouble. They're showing as a red 9 here. And it looks like the Norwegians are going to push through and take this province from us. I think it may be time to reinforce here with some more units. Do something like this. Mechanical Computing done. Assign some extra divisions over here. So another 2 divisions are going to come up now in support of that. Up to 11 divisions now assigned to this line, this front line. Okay. Very cool. New research is available. October 1940. I think it might be time to upgrade to the Fighter 2s there. And then infantry-wise, you know, we are working on producing out weapons too to push those out to the front. 1942. So that's going to be a little bit of a wait now until it's going to be okay to upgrade the field hospital further. Justify war goal. Okay. So I guess that means the Soviets have to re-justify their war goal, right? Because they were not able to declare war on us last episode. So that's good news. Desperately trying to survive here. Radio, I think, is a good one to get next at 118 days. Then Light Tank 2 is Light Tank 1 is about to finish off, rather. And I think I want to plug this directly into Light Tank 2. So we'll go this way, 190 days. Air Wings with no mission. I'll assign you out to the Baltic Sea there and get the air superiority going. What happened over here exactly? We lost 4 convoys that were out in the eastern northern sea. That's probably going to affect our trade a little bit. So we got to double check on that. Equipment effort 3, that seems good to me. Let's get that. Okay, how are things looking back up here now? Okay, well, I'm at least showing as a green 55 now up here. It looks like we may be able to hold this line. Especially while we're on defense, we're going to let the Norwegians sort of burn up their manpower if we can. Things still looking really sticky down here towards Leningrad, right? I only have one division defending down there, which kind of sucks. Insufficient resources, steel. So let's double check and see. We are importing correctly there for the steel. Tungsten. We've got a surplus. Rubber, we need one. Okay, I'm not getting a full delivery from Japan. So let's cancel that and order one from Siam. Will that be any better? It does look like it'll be a little better, so that's good. Gets me up to 8 now. So we're just missing that oil as well, and I'm buying 8 from the Soviets and getting everything I need from them. Germany. Okay, looking pretty good, at least for the time being. Germany now shifting some troops down towards the south. I wonder, or not Germany, Soviets. Shifting units down towards the south. I'm wondering what that means for us here. Double check on Hitler. He is working on the war with USSR. So he's about to get a casus belli from his national focus there, and he is going to jump across the border, which would be really helpful for me. That's really good news, because that means if the Soviets can concentrate all of their attention down here towards the south, that we may be able to jump across and potentially grab, like, Leningrad, for example. Joseph Stalin angered by Finnish posturing. Yes, I know. He's pissed because I've joined the Axis, and he hasn't been able to get over to me yet. Showing at a green 36-37 now here. My 5 divisions running at about 50% organization right now. It is December of 1940 at this point. Double check our production lines really quickly. Everybody's getting what they need except for motorized here, which is fine at 1.79 per day. And then we are taking a little bit of a hit with the convoys and subs. It is time to switch you to a sub 3 production, just to get that up to date and working well for us. And we are also working on upgrading the infantry equipment too across the board there as well. I think it makes sense to take a couple of factories away from these artilleries and support units where we don't necessarily need them right now. Right, we're not even close to being up to artillery level 2 quite yet. Or excuse me, artillery level 3. That comes in 1942, right? So next year we can upgrade that a little bit further for us. How are we still looking over here? Now showing at a green 26. So it's been showing it green this whole time, although a lower number, and some of those attacking units should be dropping out there shortly or periodically. And hopefully they're going to take a lot of attrition over here as well, because they are held up in the mountains like this, which can only support, you know, a certain amount of guys in those territories. I'll double check the air superiority really quickly. Northern Scandinavia, not really seeing any problems over there. Showing green for the Baltic states and the Baltic Sea, and then of course mainland Finland here for my guys. So yeah, Germany, you guys are, whoops, unknown focus for Poland, of course, they don't exist anymore, and now we're over 50% now at war with the USSR. 25 days left now. Annex world goal against the Soviet Union. So Hitler will ask me to join the war right off the bat. I'm not going to be able to join immediately or anything like that. You can see now this little division holding up so nicely over here in the mountains. Love to see that. We can modify the government, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe Chief of Air Force. Ground support versus all weather. I think air support makes sense for the time being. Okay. Things also looking good down here with my red 7 divisions that are stacked up against the line now. This one, Sokov, that's worth 3 victory points. Still missing that oil and steel. That's to be expected, right? So time for a new national focus as well. And I think it's going to be fighter focus. Or should we go nuclear effort? Do not have enough factories for the extra research slot at the moment. All right, let's go nuclear effort. Because I do have these 4 research slots open now, which is great. Mechanized offensive is about to finish off for us. Let's go back up here and double check. These 5 divisions now finally about to crumble. So once we retreat, I might mount a counteroffensive there. Makes sense there to get the Kampfgriff. Again, heading down towards that extra manpower modifier there with Volkstrom and non-discriminatory conscription, which should help us out because I'm down to 111k now in manpower. Still have, let's see, 11 divisions out of my 18 assigned up here on the north. And just, again, just trying to hold that gap. German Reich declared war on the Soviet Union. They broke the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, finally. Ah, look at all that green across the line here. That's what we like to see. They're going to be rolling up here pretty shortly. Good night, guys. Look at all of this shit. Wow. That's looking good. All right, Germany. Get over here, man. Do your best. Get it done. Still showing at a green 8 now up here. Switching over to 20. See, these guys are not having a chance to sort of heal up. Their organization keeps taking a hit there. Let's check our casualty list here. 30k now that we're showing in this war versus Norway of 102k. Which, that's great. This has turned into a little meat grinder area up there for them, for their manpower. Norway, I've got to be stronger than Norway, you would figure, in manpower. They've got to be running out soon, or at least running into significant production issues, right, from doing that. Still working on having our civilian factories build up our coastal, or not our coastal forts, but our forts across the Soviet front here. Okay, Soviet Union just finished their justification on me here yet again. Okay, things continue to go well here as the Germans continue to drive towards Minsk, and then you actually see Romania now trying to break out a little bit. They do have some German help up towards Kiev as they make that drive, which is good. It's good for us. Yeah. It is February now, 1941, so the winter has probably hit, yes. So the further they get into Russia there, the harder that's going to be for them. And of course, Germany is trying to call me into the war right now, which I cannot accept. Cannot do that. Okay, I think we are still good from a trade standpoint and receiving everything that we should be. Looks like it, yep. Okay, looking good around there. Nice, and still holding up with good green numbers up here in the north. Trying to conserve that manpower again, right? Have they taken a big city yet? They are rolling up here on, what is this? Bialystok, yes. But Granondo is only worth 1 victory point. They're at least rolling up towards it. Brest-Litovsk there is happening. And you can see the Hungarians now, too, helping out in this fight. But they are held up against this river here, that river crossing. Hungary is part of the Axis, so that's good. They should be in that war against the Soviets, along our comrades there from Germany. Where's this guy going? Okay, he's coming back up here. He had to retreat there for a little while. He'll come back up in support there. Time for a new research now. It is 1941, so it does make sense now. Let's get the close air support going. And then the next one, Greece has joined the war, extending that reach a little bit. The next one available is going to be this Fighter 2 here when he finishes out. So we're going to have to wait a little while longer. We still are going to run it on speed 4, though. And make sure that the Germans are doing well. They are coming up on Estonia now, which is fantastic. I really need them to get closer to Leningrad. When they get closer to Leningrad, I think it makes sense for us to try to jump across the lines and make a grab, or at least attempt to make a grab there. So having said that, I almost think it makes sense to reassign a couple of these divisions back over here to mainland Finland, just to help man up here against Leningrad and such. Ireland has now joined the Allies and joined the war. So that leaves my red group there with 5 divisions, but that's okay. How are we looking back up this way? Pretty good. Things still getting caught up for the Allies there. Yep. Ireland has officially joined the war now. These guys are going to walk up here, down, up towards the docks. Once they get there, okay, which they've arrived, I can actually take you guys, we'll deliver you over here. No? Alright, go to Helsinki then. That's fine. And then I will manually place you up here, up against the line. Nuclear effort is done. Very good. Let's go for the mechanization effort next. Still showing at 75% national unity right now, which is good. Okay, you guys made it. Sweet. Get on over on the line. And which means both are actually going to head north there. We could also probably take this city off of the Soviets once that happens. Murmansk. Yeah. There's a pretty big port up there. Some decent population. So that'll look good for us. Nice. And so my defensive units up here continue to do a good job in holding up the front for them. Looking good elsewhere as well. What do we need up at the front? Just some extra manpower, right? So 54,000. Whoa. That's a lot. Yeah, see, I've got the various bonuses, right? 5% militarism, 2% military youth, 5% extensive conscription. We could look at moving that to all adult serve here, which hurts your factory output, right? And your construction speed and your training time. So it's not... I hate to do that, right? Okay, the good news is, too, we have made significant progress in upgrading infantry equipment 2s there across the board, which is great. Ah, you can see Germany now. Very good, guys. Cutting off pockets left and right, headed towards Minsk. The Romanians struggling heavily, though, up against this river, which makes sense. And the Hungarians have yet to be able to bust through this river either, which is fine. Okay, what just happened? Something just happened. Did the Soviets... No? I thought I saw us moving into Soviet territory there. Which I guess we didn't. Okay. Got scared for a second. I was like, oh my god, are they at war with us already? Okay, still holding strong up here. Down to 108k now in manpower, so not too bad. But the Soviets did get cut off up here, or at least mostly. No, they're still able to travel back and forth here, so they're going to be okay doing that. Wow. Okay. But still seeing green across the fronts there, and it looks like the Italians have actually mounted an invasion up here against the Estonian border, which is exciting. That's really exciting. 7 days now left on the Fighter 2 research, so I think after that finishes up, yeah, we're definitely going to want to get the next industrial techs going up. We do need to get this artillery tech at some point as well. But looking okay here across the front. 4 days, 3 days now left. And then we've got 20 days left on the light tank as well, which will move directly into medium tanks, I think. Well, it is 1941, so we could get the light tank 3s going. Actually, yeah, I think light tank 3 is going to be the way I want to go. Fighter 2 is done. Okay, let's get your assembly line production up and going. That will help out significantly. Fighter 2s now, we're going to go ahead and switch right into you. So we got to let that efficiency build back up, right? Upgrade need now down to only 1,100 across the front there. Ouch. This province is finally going to fall there. Showing at the red 9. So it took them a while to actually break through on me there. I don't feel like it's going to be a big deal for us. Yeah, getting closer in Minsk now on this invasion. So keep driving eastward, guys. Get to about Leningrad, and then I will join up with you. If nothing else, at least the Soviets are holding extra divisions up here in the north on my front, just which will help, you know, alleviate some of the work on the Germans here down towards the south. That's great. I would love to be able to connect these two territories as well by land, but I don't have the strength to do that. I really don't. Okay, a couple of divisions now that have retreated, but are going to move back in for me as they continue to push. Let's double check those casualties. We're up to 34k now. Light Tank 2 is done. Where is Norway? Norway. 275k, dudes. Whoa. Alright, Light Tank 3. Popping you out now. Once that Light Tank 3 finishes out, I may shift some factories around or something like that to try to get some production going there. Constructions-wise, nice. We are almost finished building out those land forts, too. What kind of economy? We've got the war economy. Could we go to total mobilization? Yes, we just need... Yeah, let's go to total mobilization, right? Boom. That's going to give me some extra civilian factory, or at least give me one extra civilian factory. Total mobilization. Gotta love it. Closed economy as well, right? I just want to make sure I keep all of those resources available to me if I need them. Italy having a small territory now right here. That's pretty cool. Mechanization effort is done. Okay, time to pick that new effort. So I think armor effort makes sense. Ah, I should have waited to get that bonus. That's okay. Yep, still showing it green 68 up here. Oh, mounting a big attack now on my one little division that's sitting up here all alone. And so one division's going to move up there in support of that attack. Very good. Looking good, Germany. Looking good. Nice, guys. Things looking up for us now. Thanks for watching. Again, this has been the TheBillyBobHD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed this content. And we'll catch you next time.